The nation of Iraq under siege at this hour. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to happen that way. A former U.S. military base taken by Islamic extremists, and they're not done yet. Why did the White House not see this coming?
Iraq on the brink of collapse. Militants tearing through the country, taking aim at Baghdad as Americans are being told to get out. Leah Gabriel joins us right now with the breaking details overnight because we went to bed, it doesn't mean the war stopped.
Well, that's right, Brian. You know, Iraq is under siege. Islamic extremists moving through the country with an eye on Baghdad. The latest turmoil, 2 cities being taken overnight in the Diyala province. This after militants take control of a former U.S. military base in Tikrit. Iranian forces reportedly joining the Iraqi army in an attempt to win back control of Tikrit. Well, President Obama pressed for answers, saying the U.S. is willing to do what it takes to stop this jihadist movement.
I don't rule out anything because we do have a stake in making sure that these jihadists are not getting a permanent foothold in either Iraq or Syria.
Well, the administration caught off guard recently returned soldiers, not so much.
It's crazy. We all thought that would happen. Once we left, we figured it would happen, just not this sudden.
Well, the White House says there's no possibility of American troops on the ground, despite the president saying he's not ruling anything out. Brian, Elizabeth, Steve, back to you.
All right, Leah Gabriel, our former Navy pilot, now working for Fox News. We thank you very much. And it is the big story. It's on the cover of all 3 of the New York papers today. Iraq in ruin. U.S. evacuates as key cities fall to Al-Qaeda. Hell is back. Here's a guy about to execute somebody just on the street. And even on the cover of The Gray Lady, the New York Times today, U.S. scrambles to help Iraq fight off militants. Now, isn't this curious? Remember, over the last couple of years, we've been told by the president, who made it a campaign promise, I'm going to pull everybody out of Iraq. Looks like he did it prematurely. He simply didn't live up to his promises of more arms and a diplomatic surge. And now, despite the fact that we have heard him celebrating for years in things like this, things are screwed up. Here's a montage.
We've removed 100,000 troops from Iraq. We've ended combat missions. We are on track to remove the rest of the troops, bring them home by the end of this year.
In Iraq, we've succeeded in our strategy to end the war.
We're leaving behind a sovereign, stable, and self-reliant Iraq. Said ending the war was a mistake. I disagree. Bringing our troops home was the right thing to do. The war in Iraq is over, and we welcomed our troops home. We have removed our troops from Iraq. We are winding down our war in Afghanistan.
So perhaps blinded by his own happy dance there about a success without following through. I mean, everyone from officers to generals saying we had obviously a responsibility to build the governing system as we left it behind. Those challenges are there, but they can't be accomplished in a matter of 2 or 3 years, leaving Iraq naked to something like this occurring.
There needed to be diplomatic pressure as well as a security presence for the U.S. He had no interest in cutting that deal. He never spoke to Maliki in the final year. Vice President Biden was supposed to take the lead. He talked to him twice in 9 months. And bottom line is, this isn't that sudden. Upon further review, 8,000 Iraqis were killed in 2013, 1,000 members of the security force, and this terrorist organization made it clear. They said exactly what they were going to do, and still the Iraqi army was unprepared. The U.S. is caught with its pants down, and the President of the United States has to act as in now. He cannot think about it. We need action. Whatever you want to say about Iran, they took action. They're actually in there. Whatever you want to say about the Kurds, they took action. They're in there. We don't have another week to think about it and debate it.
No, some experts are saying if we don't, then Iran will.
They're in.
The
Revolutionary Guard is stepping up to help the people in Iraq, something that we probably should be doing right now, but we're not. Yesterday, Speaker Boehner said, where's the president been? He's been taking a nap on Iraq.